my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body.
All right, y'all, now that I am at the front of my head, as you can see, I'm past the ear. Well, I'm kind of slightly past the ear, y'all. And I'm past the ear and I'm at the front. Now I'm finna start doing a horseshoe style parting. I kind of was doing it already, but since I don't wanna have a part with my rod set, I'm finna start doing my rod set pattern in a natural. So it's gonna, until I, like right at the center, you'll see when I start, when I finish right at the top with rolling it back this way, then I'm gonna start rolling it this way forward so we can close up the part. All right, so I'm finna put the mousse on. I started the ends first. And also I just applied the water. I like to put a little water on my hair because sometimes some mousses will have too much of the syrupiness in the mousse, and when your hair dry, sometimes it can have a sticky feel to it, and I don't want that. So I put a little water on it just to activate the product. Keep it moist. Kind of hydrate the product basically. So now that I combed it through, make sure you got some on the roots. So I like to split the hair in two and twist it. Some people stop right there when they twist they root to keep it tight, but I like to do it until I feel comfortable with. I like to twist it like probably at least 4 times. It all depends on how much that string is giving me trouble. But I recommend for beginners, you can twist it as much as you want. As long as you give yourself enough room, not too much to twist, so it won't be looking like you did a twisted rod set. But if you want to, twist it as far as you need to, you feel comfortable, because once you twist it, you notice that it slowly starts to unravel. So that's why I like to twist it multiple times, so it gives me time to tighten the hair like this, stretch it real tight. So now that I have it stretched, I'm not letting it go. So now it's smooth. You don't have any frizziness, like flyaways. But yeah, so before I roll it, I make sure the end is smooth. If it's not smooth, if you don't feel comfortable with it being smooth, I just add a little more at that end. So once I do that, I get the roller and make sure it's still tight. Do not let go of your hair, because once you let go of the grip, it's gonna get frizzy. So make sure the hair is right up under the top of the hair. And you're gonna roll right up underneath it, because this is keeping it in place. So as I'm pulling, some people like to pull to make sure it's in there, because look, I can pull, it'll pull down a little bit, but now it's tight. So once I do that, I'm finna twirl my hand, turning it. I'm basically turning my finger. I don't like to twist it all the way to the root, because sometimes it'll mess up the curl, but you can twist at your discretion of how much you want to twirl your hair. I like this version of rolling my hair because as I'm twirling it, it's continuing to keep it tight. So that's why I like twirling my hair. And once you do that, I'm gonna show y'all something else that's plays a major role in the roots, because it's good to make sure your ends are good, but you gotta make sure that root is still good too, so it won't be a waste of work while you're taking your hair down. Your hair dry and the ends are pretty enrolled, but the roots are still in natural state. They still look kinky, so they're not smoothed out. So yeah, this is very important. Make sure you have a small tooth comb combing out this hair. So before you roll in your hair should already be decently combed out before using a small tooth comb. So once I have the twist, I comb it out, then I just slide it down till I get to the end. Get the roller of my choosing, and I put it up underneath with my thumb. Use my thumb to smooth it down on that roller. Go right up under that hair till I feel comfortable enough to where it's good and secure. Then I turn my wrist. So basically it's the flick of the wrist. All I use is turning the hair, your finger, turning the roll in a circle until you reach the top. So you see that I'm putting a band right here. I got it in the cap, but it's still loose. We don't want that. So make sure you turn it in where you want it to, as tight as you can get, and you grab that band and you pull it to the root as far as it can go so it can secure that in place. Now it's strong. Now it's on the root. Another thing I like, in the center, I make sure, because I'm a little, has grown back a lot, my hair, because of course I was telling, if you've seen my previous videos or talking about hair health, internal health, my doctor said I had low iron, so that contributed a lot to my hair thinning out. So now, once I've gotten a hold of it and I'm starting to eat healthier, it's thicker now. So, but it's still growing back. So, the hair is not all the same length. So it's still kind of a little bit thin. So what I like to do is when I'm doing like a RODSET or a twist, I like to make my partings, my sections, a little smaller where my thin places are. My thin sections are, I make my rollers, my thin spots, I make the section smaller. So when it dries, it can have the illusion of my hair looking thick. It won't look all spacey and stuff. Yeah. So the hair pieces, like right at your hairline, a good way to keep your hair, like to frame your face with your RODSET, is to twist your hair forward. Like twist the front, or the root of course, but roll your hair forward because you want it in the direction of your framing of your face. So I want it to be in front instead of rolling it back. The direction of your rolling plays a big key in the front. So it makes the job easier when you're taking it down. I like to make my sections smaller around the front, like around the hairline. So when I'm taking my hair down, I won't have to worry about separating this part as much, the front hairline, because for some reason with my hair, I don't know if other people deal with that, but when I'm taking my hair down and styling it, fluffing it out with the pick, it's like, and if I separate, it's like it get frizzy fast compared to like other parts of my hair. So I like to make that part smaller, and I'm using a smaller roller too, but these are like one size smaller than this, so it's not a big difference because I didn't have as many rollers of those, the orange peachy look. I don't have that many of those, so I use the next size down, and I'm just kind of putting them in random spots, but not putting them around my perimeter. Making sure I'm not putting the pink rollers around the outer part, like back here and stuff, so it won't mess with the look of the length. So it'll mostly look like my hair just showing a little dimension with the different size rollers. Cause I don't wanna have like a pink roller right here and then a peachy looking one right there. Like, that's gonna make my hair look like it's two different lengths. Instead, I want, you know, dimension. But the front, this part right here, I'm not tripping like on the sides. Now, of course, I'm gonna use this side for like right here because my hair is longer. And but I don't know, if I go like on the hairline, I might use this pink and then go right behind it so it can still look the same but give me that body. So we'll see. And so now that I am at the front, a good way to know when you made it to the front, if you're trying to do the style that I'm trying to do, as far as like not having a part in your hair for your rod set, a good way that you can tell to start rolling towards the front is the peak of your eyebrows. Mine's slightly off, but you know, I know how to make it work. But the peak of your eyebrows are a good indicator of okay, now I can start like the crown, the top, very top of peak of your head to the peak of your eyebrows. So it's like a triangle. So the peak right here to right here is where you should start rolling forward. If you're struggling with not knowing how much is enough to put in a roller, if you're not sure how much hair you should roll in your roller, because you're scared that it might be too much hair on it, because of course if you have too much hair on your roller, it's not going to be an effective roller and it's not going to dry fast enough. So a good way to know, I'm gonna give y'all some game real quick, what I learned in beauty school. So this will tell you the size of your roller, your hair, how much you should grab. You can either do it this way if you want, or the best way is this way. So you basically just put it right there and you just part it. You know, you can use your comb, but I'm just kind of showing y'all a little bit. But yeah, like it will tell you how much you need to grab. So you just grab what's around it and bam. And this will tell you, or you can, an easy way for beginners, you can go ahead and do it this way. And this will tell you how much hair you need to put in your roller. So bing, bang, bam. This will tell you. If you're experienced with doing rod sets and stuff, and you can kind of get away with it and grab what you need, but for people that's still struggling with getting a good roller set, that's a good way. Your sizing of your rollers make a big difference. The sizing of your sections ratio to your rollers, that makes a big difference. So I'm not tripping on parting with this. I'm kind of free forming it, and so I can kind of won't have to struggle with so much with parting my hair, well, with getting the parts out when I'm picking it, when I pull it out and all that good stuff and style it. So, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to show y'all a good little tip I learned from that on how to deal with that issue. So I want to show y'all one more thing when you rolling your hair, because this is a big reason why good amount of people hair don't be drying fast enough. Is, of course, I told y'all sectioning your sections need to be small enough, not too small but not too large, to where your where it's too much hair, too much bulk, because that's what. And also the amount of product you put on. If it's a lot, it's gonna take longer. I'm not saying that that's not a good thing to do, because I like rod sets. I like doing rod sets in wet state. But if you're trying to get your hair dry within a certain length of time and not trying to spend a whole day at drying, I like to do a blowout before doing the rod set and putting little water on it. And I'm putting water on each section. You notice that I didn't put water on the sections that I'm not working on. So as it's reverted back, I'm able to grab it and roll it and form it. So yeah, so another way is, and I like mousse because mousse is lighter. So if I was using a gel and trying to rod set my hair, of course your hair will hold good. Well, you have a casting, hard casting on your hair when you unroll it, but gel takes longer to dry. From my experience, rolling my hair, gel, or styling my hair, gel takes longer to dry when it comes to doing like a twist out of this and that, if you putting too much on it. But if you putting a little on it, like on your ends to seal your ends, because that's another way you can, like if the mousse is not giving you what you need on your ends, you can get a little gel, put it on the ends and grab it and roll it. But I like mousse because it's light and it'll dry in a good amount of time. So yeah, so I like, but also don't put too much, don't be super heavy if you're trying to keep your hair, get your hair dry in a certain time. But if you're not tripping on time, you can do whatever you feel your hair needs with the product. So yeah, so this is the last thing that I want y'all to see. So when I roll my hair, sometimes I start in the middle, but if you're a beginner, start at the end, towards the end, so you have enough room to roll. So as I'm rolling, I'm not rolling in the same spot. You see I'm rolling in different spaces. You see how it's like that? It's kind of like a Shirley, but it's not. So I'm not rolling on top of each other. It's not all rolled on one. So that's a good way that you can prevent your hair from taking so long to dry. Because if you rolling it on top of one another, if you putting it all in one, if you putting your hair all in one spot, it's gonna take forever to dry, y'all. This is helping it to have air to dry. And you see those holes in the roller? Those are like vents. So you're getting that continuous air. So that's one last tip. So I'm finna finish it out for y'all. So I have probably like 3 hours for this hair to be dry. And guess what? I don't have a hooded dryer. Me being a stylist, experience with hair, I call it the MacGyver moments. If you born in the 80s, 90s or whatever, you'll know what MacGyver is. He used to make nothing out of something. Little tools, or if he sees something and he gotta make it work, he gonna make it work. So what I'm gonna do is, I got a blow dryer. So I know I have that. Blow dryer for a good, about, I say about 5 minutes. 5-10 minutes. I doubt it, but we gonna try. Probably after the second hour. Once the first hour, cause I got like 3 hours, so once each hour, I'm gonna blow dry for a few minutes, for a good, decent amount of minutes. So we's about to see. I don't know if you heard that. So wherever the last spots, like the parts where I had last did by the rollers, the wettest parts, them are the parts that I'm focusing on most. So the parts that I already done it. So, I mean, those are not as wet as the top part. So make sure I focus on this area. And then once I'm done blow drying, I'm gonna tie my hair down so it can keep the smoothing process going so my hair won't get super frizzy. So I'm gonna tie it down. And then I'm gonna go back in and do that again. So, all right, let's do it. So you can hold it up like this. Blow dry your hair like this. I have it on low. But yeah, this can be a way, like your own version of a hooded dry. You can do it like that and just turn your head when you need to. You can have something sitting, if you buy a shelf or something, and you have your blow dryer where you can hold it downward, have it downward. You can be up under it while it's doing it if you don't have a hooded dryer and you really need your hair to dry.
Trouble in your mind. Are you doing this just to test me? I'm bad at handling this type of thing. Why I don't get it, you say it's a man thing. Babe, I wanna be around. I just wanna make your heart sing. You're not letting me get through to you. If you let your guard down, baby, this is what I'll do. Come on, baby. Love you, I will love you, I will love you like a queen. I will love to take you to a place you've never been. Love you, I will love you, I will love you like a queen. I will love to take you to a place you've never been. What is trouble in your mind? Babe, why can't you just tell me? I just wanna